Melanie Ballard with the Homeschool Tribe, and I am thrilled to be sitting here with Adam Hailstone from Williamsburg Learning. I have dreamed for a few months about starting a series of articles or videos like we have here, highlighting companies that support homeschoolers. And so I'm really thrilled to be able to have Adam as our first one.
Cool.
So Adam, tell me a little bit about how Williamsburg started, its beginning, and what need it fills.
Yeah, so Williamsburg originally was started by two gentlemen, James Ure and Nels Jensen. And together they are kind of educational entrepreneurs. They really set forward a mission at Williamsburg Academy originally to impact student lives and really fulfill a key thing. See, most of us that helped create Williamsburg were all homeschooled, and we kind of wanted to build a program that we would have wanted when we were young. And so we built around that basic question, what did we want as homeschoolers, and created a program accordingly. Since then, it's evolved from Williamsburg Academy into a mother company called Williamsburg Learning that runs Williamsburg Academy, Leadership Academy of Nevada, and the new coming Leadership Academy of Utah. So we've developed into a larger program. By next year, we should have about 1,200 to 1,300 students around the country and around the world, and most of whom are homeschoolers.
Fantastic. One of the things that I love about Williamsburg is that it serves the population that needs outside help the most, those ages of 12 and up. Mm-hmm. It's where we lose most of our homeschoolers, and it's a time that you really need outside support. Yeah. So tell me how you guys do that for this really needed population.
Yeah, I speak all over the country at education conferences, and what I find most often with homeschoolers is it's right about that age, 12, 13, maybe 14, that a lot of families frankly kind of bail on homeschooling. They've invested so much there, but their students tend to need more. And that's one of the reasons why we did create our program the way we did. We wanted to bring in world-class mentors, but not necessarily remove the student from the home. So bringing that online, live, so they're interacting with world-class mentors. And to boot, one of the great things about our program is we're not limited to a geographic area. We can headhunt the best mentors from all over the country and throughout the world. Some of our mentors are traveling Europe right now, for example. We have mentors in Hawaii and East Coast, West Coast, all over the country, and we can take advantage. In fact, we had a mentor last year in Nepal, of all places. We can take advantage of great people wherever they are, and they love the freedom and flexibility of our program. So it allows them to really, have impact on students from wherever they're at in the online space. But we don't want to have kids just in front of a computer screen, and that's always one of the big reluctancies. So we want students to have world-class mentors in the online space, and they're working in that environment, and then to have punctuated local experiences where we do summer camps and we do adventure experiences. We're sending students, we just sent some students to Germany for a World War II trip. We're sending students this summer to Guatemala. We're sending students next fall to Nepal. We're sending students all over the world because we want them to have punctuated, awesome social experiences, but be able to have the kind of less distracted environment of the home for their regular academics as they move through.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so tell me the difference between Williamsburg Academy and
Leadership
of Nevada and of Utah, and why the three separate organizations?
Well, to kind of take a step back, when we originally created Williamsburg Academy, we really didn't honestly want anything to do with the public space. But what we found over time was that families couldn't afford private school tuition, and we felt like it was unfair for these families to essentially be double taxed, pay for their private school tuition plus pay for their local public schools. So we started developing lateral partnerships with school districts and charters, first in Alaska and then all over the country since then, California, Arizona, Idaho, all over the country. And we found that these relationships were quite simple, quite easy, and that our parents loved them because they could access the Williamsburg program without having to come up with thousands and thousands of dollars on their own. So we then developed Leadership Academy of Nevada and now Leadership Academy of Utah so that we can directly manage those organizations and serve parents directly with the Williamsburg Learning curriculum. So really, in the end, it's the same experience. Williamsburg Academy, or Leadership Academy of Utah, and Leadership Academy of Nevada. They're all really one program, but they're different avenues in which people come to the Williamsburg curriculum.
It's just a different way of funding
Exactly.
the education.
Yeah, another key difference is at LAU, or Leadership Academy of Utah, and Leadership Academy of Nevada, is that they're more full-time programs. Students need to take a bare minimum of 4 classes at the high school and 3 classes at the middle school, so more towards the full-time end of the spectrum. Whereas at Williamsburg Academy, a family could just take 1 class. It's a la carte. They can pick and choose.
Fantastic. Tell me about, so how are some of the newer changes that you have in your curriculum? Are you able to serve a wider audience now?
Yeah. So as we built out the Williamsburg curriculum and program, we discovered that we naturally niched ourselves more towards kind of high-performing students who are really driven academically. And along the way, our program has kind of gained a reputation for being so rigorous that it's intimidated a lot of families. But at our heart, we are not, the honors program. That's not what we want to be. What we really want to be, and what we are, is a leadership program. And not all leaders are necessarily the perfect academic student. In fact, many great leaders aren't exactly that. So we've developed 2 tracks now, where we have an honors track for students who want that rigorous academics, and a classic track where they can opt to not do such a rigorous, roughly about 25 to 30% less assignments and less work in the classic track versus the honors track. And students can pick and choose. So they might pick honors track in science and not in social studies, or vice versa. They can pick and choose accordingly.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so if somebody wanted to look into Williamsburg more, what would they do? Are you offering anything now to kind of get a foot in the door and test?
Yeah. Well, come check out our websites, williamsburgacademy.org and leadershipacademyofutah.org. And if you're in Nevada, happen to be, leadershipacademyofnevada.org. And you can explore our program through that. We have a particular gift, though, for you today, where if you text the word mentor to 435-238-4919, you'll be able to receive a free book from us called 3 Principles of Mentoring Youth. That book will kind of frame up a little bit about who we are and what we believe in terms of mentoring youth, and it's a great resource for anyone, even if you aren't in our program. You'll really enjoy the book because it'll give you some good tidbits on how to work with not younger kids necessarily, but for that 12 and up group.
Fantastic. Anything else you want to tell us?
No, but that's it. We love what Melanie's doing, by the way, and the impact that her group has the potential to have here in the state of Utah and really eventually throughout the country is awesome, and we are behind it 100%.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.